What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex and you're watching the Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. Last night I caught a sneak preview screening to Run All Night, and Run All Night is the latest film starring Liam Neeson, and it is directed by collet-serra. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because he directed Liam Neeson previously in two other action films, and that would be The Unknown and also Non-Stop. Now, Liam Neeson is kind of on this action role streak because not only was he in these three films, but he was also part of the Taken trilogy, and he kicked the butts of direwolves in The Grey, and many years back he trained Batman as well as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he gave some guidance to Anakin Skywalker, you know, who is Darth Vader. So Liam Neeson's quite a badass, okay? Now, I'm not sure what's going on as to why he's making all these action films recently, but I like that he's still kicking butt. And Run All Night is no different. He's here to kick some ass, and he does it with really, really great style, okay? Now, anyways, the title of this film suggests exactly what takes place in this movie. There's a lot of running, and it takes place over the course of like the evening all the way to the morning. Like, they're just running all night. And this is a pretty fast-paced movie. What happens is that Liam Neeson is his character is part of he's a henchman for the mob, and then his son in self-defense ends up well, he doesn't actually kill the son of the mob boss, but he was being attacked by the son of the mob boss, and Liam Neeson, as the father of Joel Kinnaman, he kills the son of the mob boss, and then because of that, Ed Harris, who is the mob boss, puts a hit out on both of them because he wants to exact a poetic revenge. You know, you kill my son, I kill your son. He wants to do that, and then basically they're running all night, and he sends out all his henchmen. He's got the cops paid off, so it's a pretty intense situation because he can go to nobody. The only guy he can go to is this cop that really hates him, okay, and wants him behind bars. But that's the only guy who can trust. Other than that, you can trust nobody. So it's a pretty intense film. There's a lot of running taking place. There's a lot of chases. After all, the movie's called Run All Night, and it's a pretty standard action fare. You know what? Between the three films, Non-Stop, Unknown, and Run All Night, I gotta say that this is the one I like the most. It's not a film that's shrouded in mystery like those other two films. I know those two films were mystery films, like mystery action films, but the thing is that those two films I thought were weak because of the believability, or the lack of believability. They spell out everything at the end of the movie and explain everything to you as if it was like a Sherlock Holmes movie. You know what I'm saying? But this is more standard action fare. It's more linear, it's pretty straightforward, and it's really as simple as it gets, which is not a problem for me. I really don't mind that. I actually don't mind a simple, pretty well laid out action movie. You got your hand-to-hand fights, you got your shootouts, you got a lot of foot chases, you got car chases. What more can you ask for, all right? And so, you know what? I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was quite entertaining. It's very stylized. After directing so many films with Liam Neeson, collet-serra has kind of evolved his visual style. But one thing that he really needs to improve on, which I don't think is gonna do, is his action direction. I really did not like the action cinematography in the way they captured the action in in all three of his films, Unknown, Non-Stop, and this film. I really don't like the way they filmed it, along with the last two Taken sequels, and that is up close, lots of editing. You know what, it's just, you don't know a whole lot what is going on. There's not a whole lot of wide shots. Now, I understand why they do that. It's because, you know, Liam Neeson, isn't he 60 now? They need to hide the fact that they're using a stunt guy, right? And, you know, they have to, compensate for that. All right. But you know what? It just makes it really, really tough to know what the heck is going on. And I don't know why the directors, they just keep on doing that. After all, Taken was filmed very very well. I mean, sure, that was quite a number of years ago, and Liam Neeson still maintains his physical abilities. He's gotten older, so maybe he's a little bit slower, but still, Taken was filmed really, really well. All the action direction, it was done in a way where you actually know what's going on. Okay, but anyways, other than that, I felt that the movie is pretty standard action fare. Nothing special. I mean, we've seen lots of these types of films before. It was nothing that I felt was anything that stood out, but I thought it had a good story. Okay, I thought it had a good story. I thought it had some pretty decent characters. I mean, Ed Harris plays the mob boss. Joel Kinnaman plays the son. Liam Neeson is, of course, the father who kicks some major ass. Liam Neeson is great in this film. Ed Harris, you know, he's as good as he can get in a film like this. Joel Kinnaman, you know, watching Joel Kinnaman play this role is no different than watching Joel Kinnaman play Alex Murphy in RoboCop and the agent in Safe House. Okay, he plays the same character every single time, as in, like, it's just this emotionless, angry character. All right, there's nothing stand out about his character, but Liam Neeson, I'm pretty happy with what he's been doing, and I'm quite pleased with what he did here. Now, one thing that I thought really stood out to me that I really liked is the fact that they put Common in this movie. Common is in a supporting role in this film, and I actually like the role that they gave him, and I loved his performance in this film, even though he doesn't have a whole lot of lines. Okay, I thought that was quite a surprise to see him in it, so that was pretty cool. Anyways, that's all I really have to say in this about this video. That's all I really have to say about this movie. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. If you're looking to, you know, looking for some, like, a decent action flick, I would say catch this movie. It's decent, all right. It's really not that bad. Aside from some poorly shot hand-to-hand fight scenes, other than that, it's still a pretty good movie. All right, 6.5 out of 10. And there you have it. That's all I gotta say. As always, if you enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter @RaginNation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh.